Welcome to the post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Jojo Lastimosa. Coach Jojo, congratulations because earlier this week you were awarded as the Executive of the Year for the PBA Press Corps. Anyone you want to thank particularly for this award?
My Presco Award. Sino ba sinabihan ko na? Of course, it was a surprise, and yet I'm honored for the recognition. And yeah, I mean, it's just strange, getting that award in my just going into my second year, and I'm just honored to be given that recognition, knowing that I'm just new to the job.
Of course, and Coach, more congratulations on the way because you were also able to come out victorious in this match. And I just wanted to ask, during the first half, the biggest lead was 5 points, but during the third quarter, you led by as much as 29 points and even 40 points in the fourth quarter. Can you talk to me more about the resilience that this team displayed during today's game?
We were talking about the game when we found out that Wami and the import aren't playing, and I just told them that for the teams that you know that you can beat, and for the weaker team, usually they stay with you. I'm just basing it on experience. Just they're gonna stay with you for the first maybe 2 quarters. So at halftime, we just discussed about being patient and that we don't have to win by 20, so we can win by one. It doesn't really matter if we know we can beat them. But this game, really, we were kind of worried about this. If they were complete, we know that they're a really, really, really strong team, and the 2 wins that they had in the beginning, they weren't flukes. They were playing well, and in fact, in the first half, they were moving the ball well. I think they really outplayed us. And a lot of credit goes to the execution, to the players. They're making their shots. They're making the extra hustle and rebounds. We just won on our run. They had 27 in the first half. That was just the difference. But the second half, they just decided that they want to play.
Coach, we also saw significant minutes from multiple players today, particularly ones that are not usually given those minutes. Any player in particular that stood out to you?
Who do you think? You have a favorite. Now, I think Henry stood out. I really want to find time for Henry, and the guy hasn't played like in 2 years. I think when he went back to the States, and he's just trying to find his groove. And I'm gonna give him minutes where I can. And tonight is just a prime example that even if the game was already decided, I just want him some floor time. And Henry, he will be better. Okay, he will be better. He is our future, and so is our other young guys. So I'm happy to see him play, and I think the veterans, and I think Kelly also, I got to mention in the third quarter, Kelly made his 3-point shots, and that was a big difference. It lifted everyone.
Lastly, Coach, we know that you have upcoming games, so any improvements that you're looking at to be able to execute in those?
Our coming games, we have 4 games that we already discussed that are crucial to our push to the playoffs. The teams that supposed to be aren't in the elite category. No offense, but the teams that we're playing against, Meralco, Northport, and I think NLEX and one other team. So those teams, can you imagine if we sweep that, and we're gonna end up with 7-1 coming into our series against the games against San Miguel and Ginebra. So it's going to be a huge bonus if we win our next 4 games.
Okay, thank you, Coach Jojo. Now we would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
Coach, so very dominating in performance. You even, I think at one point you even shot like 60% from the field, and you only committed 5 turnovers. So what can you say about the potential of this team, knowing na we depleted pa rin kayo without Roger and Paul?
Mas depleted sila ngayon yung kalaban namin. Wala silang import. The Wami is their primary scorer, so we can key in on Holt and even Diliano and Isaac Go. And Well, this to be blunt, nobody can guard Ronde. I mean, like, even in the World Cup, he was getting his baskets and much more here in the PBA. And against Terrafirma, I think they were always on their heels. And if Ronde wants to score 50, he could have scored 50 tonight. But he said, I wanted to put him back in the fourth quarter. He said, no, give the guys a chance to play.
Coach, earlier you mentioned Henry. No? He finished with a great game today. When he got to TNT, he would have a presumed role of being a booster inside for Tropang Giga. But what's your thoughts initially? Every time you see him in the court, he's always getting battered inside. Are you confident with his skills in the paint every time you see him getting clobbered in the paint?
Henry? Oh man, he can take a beating. Yeah, guys are complaining about him in practice. He is strong. Henry is strong, and he's not 100% yet, but you can feel his presence once he's inside. He's like a rock. So I don't think what do you call this? I think he encourages the physicality inside. I think he's used to that.
Coach, 4 turnovers the entire match. How are you
Is
able
it 4?
to keep that? Only 4 turnovers. Talk
I
about
know we had
discipline.
two. We had 2 in the first half, so 2 in the second half. Yeah, that's. I don't know what can I say. To be honest, we did not practice very well in the last couple of days. It was the first time I got really mad at the guys. I hardly get mad at them. In practice, I saw them. They were not practicing well. This is the worst practice I've seen my entire year and 3 months in TNT. And I told them, like, you just can't turn it on and turn it off anytime you want. So if you want to play well, you gotta practice well. And I said, let's see. And now it turned out, in the beginning it looks like that, but they turned it up, and I don't want to see them like that. I want them to be always turned on.
Coach, congratulations.
Oy, salamat.
Well, are you really surprised to the devastating performance of your players? So you're expecting your team to beat Terrafirma by big margin?
Surprised about our,
The devastating performance of your players against Terrafirma?
no, I think it was kind of unfair though that going up against them, they didn't have their 2 primary scorers. And it was just a matter of time that we're going to get our groove if we really wanted to win the game. And I wasn't surprised that we were going to play better in the second half. I just feel sorry for them that they don't have Wanmi and their import.
The outstanding performance of your players indeed a good sign that Top Intex really meant business, getting your second PBA crown since winning the Governor's Cup.
I didn't quite get the question. Did you? Can you say again? Pakiulit, please. I want to answer that. Huh?
You know, they don't.
Am I surprised with?
The outstanding play or performance of your players?
What was I surprised with the performance of my players?
The 120 scored by 20 is really meant business that the Tropang Giga is going to win the crown in the ongoing Commissioner's Cup.
The way we were playing,
Yes.
do I think that we can win
Yes.
the crown this conference?
Yeah.
Yun ba yun? Is that how I understood it? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. This is only our 3rd game, and we haven't played the strong teams yet. So it depends on how we perform in the next 4 games. So maybe if we get a better record in the next couple of games, then I'll see.
Last question, Coach. Can Top Intex sustain its excellent play in the succeeding games?
I hope so. That's my wish as a coach, that we can sustain our game.
Thank you so much. All the best and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on. Coach, hi. Pahabol lang.
Okay.
Tagal ni James. Coach, you started last season as your team manager, and then you ended it as a champion coach and now executive of the year award. How would you rank that 2022 season in your among all the seasons in your career as a player and as a assistant coach?
I think I'm gonna rank that way up there when I probably won my first championship. It's something that we did not expect. So this one I didn't expect to be coaching in the first place and winning at that. So that was quite unexpected. And I think a lot of people were surprised, and I was surprised too. But I'm just blessed to be in that situation. So I gotta rank that in my first championship with Pure Foods. Na kind of unexpected. Everyone was frustrated, and well, happy that we won. And this one here, of course, we were happy that we won, but not totally expected the whole situation to happen.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. All right, thanks.